I promise
to lift you up.
To lift you up.
To let you know.
To let you know
how much I love you.
I promise
to lead by
To
example.
lead by example.
to lead by example.
To always
Always
have an open ear.
To turn the TV off.
To put the newspaper down.
to turn off the computer
To ask how your day was.
And actually listen.
and actually listen.
And actually listen.
To admit.
To admit. To admit.
To admit
When I'm wrong. To stand up for those.
For those.
Who cannot stand up for them.
Themselves.
To put my marriage ahead of
marriage ahead of my children.
To love you.
Unconditional.
Unconditional.
Unconditionally.
To choose my family.
As passionately as I
choose my
as I choose my hobbies.
I promise
To use Christ as my example.
As my example.
As my example.
to teach my children,
my children.
My grandchildren.
In the story of God's love.
And salvation.
To show Christ.
To my children.
To let myself.
be led by the Holy Spirit.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise. Because God promised.
Because God promised.
Because God promised, and God keeps His promises.
God keeps His promises.
God always keeps His promises.
I promise.